Hey guys, how are you all? Welcome to Shishu World. So today we are going to make a lunchbox recipe as the schools have started and you want something filling yet easy to eat for the tiffins when we give it to children so that they can finish it. So today's recipe is a mushroom and corn pulao. Very delicious. You can make it for lunch otherwise as well, but it is a favorite of my child and I'm sure your children are going to love it too. So let's have a look at all the ingredients that we need. The first thing that we are going to need is a cup of long grain basmati rice. I've soaked it for half an hour. Then we need some whole masala. So I have taken one bay leaf, one star anise, 8 to 10 black peppercorns, a few cloves, couple of green cardamom, one black cardamom, and a piece of cinnamon. With this, we are going to need some salt. Here I have ginger paste and garlic paste. I've taken 1 teaspoon of garlic paste and half teaspoon ginger paste. Then I have one big onion chopped. Then we have about 200 grams of mushrooms and some beans and baby corn which have been cut into equal pieces. I have a large tomato, some chili and some coriander leaves. So easily available, all the ingredients. Now the thing that we need for this is coconut milk. Now if you have fresh coconut milk, wonderful, use that. But what I do these days is I keep some coconut milk powder readily available in my house. So whenever I need to make a recipe that requires coconut milk, I just use this powder. Then I add some water to it, slightly warm water, not too hot. Lukewarm water is enough. And then add a little, just make sure that it is not lumpy, then add the remaining water and there you have it. So 3 teaspoons of this powder makes a cup of thick milk. So we are going to need about 1.5 cup of thick milk for this recipe. Here I'm taking ghee. This is desi ghee. First I add some shahi jeera. You can also use regular jeera if you do not have shahi jeera available. And then I'm adding all the whole masalas. Now these should be added when the ghee is still not very hot so that they can release their nice flavor in the ghee without getting burnt. Once it is hot, then we add the onion and ginger and garlic pastes. And we have to let this cook. Now this is splattering, so I've put a lid on top so that it gets cooked. Just keep stirring in between and this will just be done in about a minute. So once it starts browning a little, now I've added the chopped tomato. Now as soon as we add the tomato, we will also add a bit of salt to it so that the tomato starts cooking. This really helps in breaking down the tomato. So in about 3 to 4 minutes, this is how our masala looks. We are doing this whole process in medium heat, on medium heat. Then I add the vegetables. I've added beans and baby corn. If you want, you can also add other vegetables. I've also added some potatoes. If you don't like potatoes, you may avoid them. So this is a very wholesome recipe. It has rice, it has mushroom which is rich in protein, it has corn, it has green beans, it also has potatoes. So once you've made this, you really do not have to worry about other accompaniments. It is a complete meal in itself. Also added some green chilies while I was stirring the vegetables. And finally, once the vegetables are cooked, we added the chopped mushrooms because mushrooms take very little time to cook, so we add them at the end. Now adjust the salt, add a little bit more salt to it. Now once these vegetables are slightly sauteed, 3 to 4 minutes again, then we add the soaked rice. And then we mix everything and do it with a not very fast so that we don't end up breaking the rice grain. So once this is done, then we add the coconut milk. Now we are going to cook this in coconut milk only, and that is what gives it a nice flavor. Now I'm just tasting the broth. so that it should be a bit salty so that it is enough for the rice as well and the vegetables. So it looks okay to me. At this stage, you can add a bit more salt if it does not, if you feel that it is not enough. And then we cover it and we let it cook on high heat for just 1 minute. That's it. Basmati rice cooks very, very fast and we do not want it to get overcooked. Now, after that, we allowed the cooker to cool down on its own, and this is how it looks on opening. I added about, for 1 cup of rice, I added 2 cups of coconut milk because my daughter likes it well cooked. If you like a little more khila rice, then keep the proportion to 1:1.5. I am serving this mushroom pulao with some bundi raita and salad. You can serve it with any favorite raita of yours, and it is a complete meal with carbohydrates, proteins, as well as fats. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Take care.